The NFL offseason always feels like a breath before the storm, a chance to recalibrate before the roar of stadiums returns. Right now, the league sits in its annual lull. The whirlwind of roster building has calmed. Most teams have wrapped their mini camps, and coaches are trading playbooks for poolside vacations. But don't let the quiet fool you. This spring brought seismic shifts, the kind that don't just make headlines, they redefine trajectories. With front offices retreating to summer hideaways and fans counting the days to training camp, we asked NFL scouts, execs, and coaches which moves resonated most after the dust settled. The answers? A mix of bold bets, savvy trades, and potential game changers, each of them with the power to flip a division or even shape a postseason. Rodgers to the Steel City, Pittsburgh's power play, Aaron Rodgers in black and gold? It's real, and it's spectacular. While fans in Pittsburgh were split, some demanding a rebuild, others praying for playoff relevance, the front office made their stance clear. The Steelers don't tank. Ever. The result? A deal with Rodgers that might go down as one of the steals of the decade. At 41, Rodgers brings Hall of Fame pedigree on a deeply discounted deal. $13,665,000 base, with incentives maxing out at $20 million. But make no mistake, this isn't a washed-up legend limping to the finish line. "He's still slinging it," said one veteran offensive coach. "People just don't get how sharp he still is. This is the best quarterback Pittsburgh's had since Big Ben hung them up." Even after a turbulent season with the Jets, complete with locker room discontent and a misaligned offense, Rodgers still threw for 3,900 yards and 28 touchdowns. His mobility may have waned, but the arm talent and vision? Still elite. Sure, he's not going to scramble much, one AFC executive admitted, but what he gives you in pocket command and decision-making is light years ahead of what they've had. Their offense suddenly has a pulse. Cowboys swing big. Pickens joins the star. George Pickens in Dallas isn't just a headline, it's a potential offensive awakening. With Pittsburgh hitting reset and deciding Rodgers and Pickens might not mesh, the Cowboys pounced. For a team already boasting one of the league's top receivers in CeeDee Lamb, adding Pickens is a thunderous move. The gamble? Banking on Pickens' upside and tempering his volatility. "He's a top 10 talent, no doubt," said an AFC personnel executive. "He just needs structure, and Dallas has it." The Cowboys have leaned hard into a high-upside, low-cost talent strategy, and Pickens fits the mold perfectly. Still on a rookie deal, entering a contract year, and now part of an already elite passing attack. Pickens doesn't need to be the man, an NFC East coach added. He just needs to complement what's already there. And if he clicks with Dak, look out. Seattle's QB shuffle. Darnold, Milroe, and the Geno exit. Seattle didn't just swap Geno Smith for Sam Darnold. They flipped the narrative. After extension talks with Smith fizzled, the Seahawks moved fast. They sent Smith to Las Vegas, picked up a valuable third-rounder, used on explosive prospect Jalen Milroe, and handed the keys to Darnold, back from the brink and coming off a 35-touchdown campaign. Darnold's 3-year, $100.5 million deal raised some eyebrows, but the structure is team-friendly, with just $37.5 million guaranteed at signing. The math is simple. For about the same price, Seattle swapped age for youth and gave themselves a runway. "Geno's the safer play," said one personnel director, "but Darnold looked really sharp last year. He has tools, and now he has stability." Milroe, the wild card, brings a dual-threat element Seattle hasn't seen in years. If he develops, the Seahawks may have landed their quarterback of the future and saved $1.5 million in the process. The Browns moved back from number 2 to number 5 in this year's draft, a trade with Jacksonville that sent ripples across the league. Cleveland picked up defensive tackle Mason Graham at 5, secured a premium back in Quinshon Judkins at 36, and stacked assets, including a 2026 first-rounder. Graham gives them cost-controlled talent at a premium position, while Judkins injects juice into the backfield. But the real prize may be flexibility. The Browns are clearly eyeing 2026 as a potential quarterback draft year, and they'll be armed to strike. Tunsil to DC. Commanders protect their future. Jaden Daniels was the prize in the draft, but protecting him became priority number 1. Enter Laremy Tunsil. The final word? Stakes are rising. Every NFL offseason brings moves. But 2025? This was more like a game of high-stakes poker. Franchises doubled down, hedged futures, and made bold plays that could either accelerate rebuilds or unravel them. From Rodgers' twilight tour in Pittsburgh to the Rams' final push with Adams, this year's roster reshuffling isn't just about headlines.